Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to talk about something at the very heart of the Catholic Church, the primacy of Peter. What does it mean that Peter had primacy among the apostles? And how does that connect to the Pope today? Let's take a closer look. When we talk about primacy, we're talking about a unique authority given to Peter by Jesus Christ. In Matthew 16, verse 18 to 19, Jesus says to him, "You are Peter, and on this rock I will build my church, and the gates of Hades shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys of the kingdom of heaven." This moment is central. Peter is singled out as the rock of Christ's church, and he is entrusted with the keys, a biblical symbol of supreme authority. This primacy is also confirmed in John 21, 15 to 17, when the risen Jesus tells Peter 3 times, "Feed my sheep." Among all the apostles, Peter alone is given the role of shepherding the entire flock. That's more than just leadership. It's being the visible foundation of unity. We can also see Peter's primacy in action throughout the Acts of the Apostles. At Pentecost, he preaches the first sermon and brings thousands into the church. He leads the choice of Matthias to replace Judas. He is the one who opens the door of faith to the Gentiles by baptizing Cornelius. And at the Council of Jerusalem in Acts 15, even though Paul and James are present, it is Peter's voice that settles the debate about the Gentiles. But here's something very important. Peter's primacy is not just a matter of honor. It's a matter of authority. In Luke 22:32, Jesus tells Peter, "I have prayed for you that your faith may not fail. And when you have turned again, strengthen your brothers." Peter's task was to strengthen and unify the other apostles, making him the visible head of the church on earth. Now, the Catholic Church believes this primacy did not end with Peter's death. Since he was Bishop of Rome, his successors, the popes, inherit this primacy. That's why the Pope today is called the successor of Peter. Just as Peter was the visible head of the apostles, the Pope is the visible head of the church, ensuring unity, guarding the faith, and serving as the rock that holds us together in Christ. Early church fathers also recognized this primacy. For example, St. Irenaeus in the 2nd century wrote that all churches must agree with the Church of Rome on account of its preeminent authority. And St. Cyprian called the Bishop of Rome the chair of Peter and the principal church. This shows that from the very beginning, Christians understood that Peter's role and the role of his successors was unique and universal. So in short, the primacy of Peter means that Jesus made him the chief apostle, the visible head of his church, and the source of unity among believers. That primacy continues today in the Papacy, where the Pope serves not as a king or ruler, but as the servant of servants, leading the church in faith and love. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video with anyone curious about the foundations of Catholic teaching. See you next time, and God bless.